Hello everybody, it's Frank Falvo here from Melbourne, Australia. How are you all today? That's better. Hope your guitar playing's going great and you're having heaps of fun. We've got a special request today from this album. You might recognise it, it's Sgt. Pepper's. We're going to do a day in a life today. The Lennon and McCartney classic song. It's got 12 chords in it. It's got 4 verses. It's got a middle part and an interlude. Okay, there's a lot to do in this particular song, so I probably will have to go through some parts a little bit quicker than normal so we can fit it into the 10 minutes because I just put one up and it didn't actually come through. It rejected because I talk too much. All right, so let's get the guitar out, guys, okay? We're going to do a day in the life. Okay, here we go. Everybody got their guitars out? Now when you get your guitar out, make sure it's really nice and tuned. There's no capo, there's no drop down on a day in a life. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go over the chords. It's got 12 chords, so we'll go over the chords. Just the first one is the G. It always comes up the G. The 3-finger G. Keep our first finger free at all times so we can do bars. I fancy this pattern. We have the little ring finger on the high E on the 3rd fret. The 3rd ring finger is on the bass, and that 2nd finger is on the 5th. Let it all ring nice and clearly. That's our first one, okay? The second one is a bar chord, a B minor. We bring the A minor formation down 2, 1, 2, okay? And then we bring our first finger and bar it on that 2nd fret. That becomes our B minor. Play it nice and clear. That's our 2nd. Our 3rd is our E minor. Okay. Our 2nd finger is on the 5th. And our ring finger is below it on the 4th. Okay. That's our E minor. Okay. Can you see that, guys? Fantastic. The next one is an E minor 7. We need to put our little pinky on the 3rd fret on the B for this song. Okay, I don't like the 2nd finger E minor 7. It doesn't give the particular tone that you need for this song. It is critical, guys, when you do this E minor 7, use the pinky on the B. Okay, because we do that quite a fair bit. There's a C. We've done C millions of times, guys. So you know the C. We don't have to go through that grind. Okay, sometimes I do it with the G bass, okay? So if I do it with the G bass, you can just do it as per normal. The next chord is a C/B in this, where what we do is we bring our 2nd and our 3rd to the E minor position, and we leave that first finger planted there on that B string on the 1st fret. So we go over, bring those 2 over in the E minor position. That becomes our C/B, which is our next chord. Our next one is an A sus2. Now remember, we did this on the Scientist, this particular chord. All it is an A formation. We lift up our pinky and we've got our 2nd on the 4th on the 2nd fret, and our ring finger is on the G. Play them all nice and clear. That's the A sus2, okay? The next one we've got on this particular song is our F chord, all right? Now with our F chord, we do the E formation. We bring it down 1 and we bar the first finger. That's our F. That's our 2nd. We've got 2 bars in this particular song. We've got our B minor and we've got an F. So that's F. The next one is an E. Okay, with the E, we've got our 2nd finger on the 5th. We've done that a few times. And we've got our ring finger on the 4th. Our first finger is on the G, okay, on the 1st fret. And it just looks like that. Can you see that? Let that ring nice and clearly. The next one is a D sus2. Okay, all the D sus2 is a D, and we lift off that 2nd finger, and I'll just put it down so we don't play guitar like this, obviously, but just so you can see, we've got those 2 fingers. That's a D sus2. We lift off that 2nd, and that becomes a D sus2. We use that in the middle part that Paul McCartney wrote. That D sus2 comes in. The next chord we're going to do is a B7 sus4. That is the A sus2 position we just did, except the pinky is on the high E. Okay, which means that B there needs to be open and not touched. Okay, so we strum from the 4th string down, and that becomes our B7 sus4. Now don't get caught up too much in music theory, just try and remember patterns, okay, for now. So that's our B7 sus4, and our last one is our B7. This makes a little cameo in the middle part that Paul McCartney wrote, and we'll go through that very shortly. We've got our second fingers on the 5th on the 2nd fret, our 3rd is on the G, okay, and our little pinky's on the high E, okay, can you see that? There. And then we put our first finger on the 4th, which is the D, that becomes our B7. Okay, now let's start this. Now it starts off with a very refrain, sort of like it's held back introduction that John Lennon has done. It goes like this. E minor 7, C. We'll do it one more time. It's like it's refrain, but it is important because when we go and come into the first verse, the singing verses, it just picks up a little bit, but this is more refrain. G, B minor, E minor, E minor 7, C, down, 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 down. I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. Although the news was rather sad, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people, they stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the house alone. Okay, then we got one more verse after that one. That's the first 2 verses. And then all we do, I'd love to turn you on. I'd love to turn. That's the only difference. We repeat what we just did, and then we do that turn on. Then what we have is a crescendo. The band builds up, and it just, if you want to do it, you can actually do it on the E minor and just bring the E minor down. Just do it at your own pace. Then we finish up on the 12th fret and then hit the E. Now we do the middle bit, okay? Starts on an E, a sort of a nice little country feel. It's like a little country feel, this middle. It goes like, woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head, found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Now just on that last bit there, you'll notice we do a B7. That's the only time we use this B7. If we do that B7 sus4 that we used before, just see where we do this. Notice it clashes with the vocals. It just doesn't fit, okay? So we'll do it one more time so you can hear it. Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head, found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, I noticed I was late. Looked up, I found my way, effective flight. On my way upstairs, I had a cup. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream. Now on this interlude bit, there's 4 chords on it, okay? I knew you were going to want me to sing it. I won't do it the second time. It goes on the C. Then do that one more time. Then finish up on the bar chord. It goes on to E. G. So it's an E, a power chord, just hit the first 4, then a D, C, C, D, and then go back into the verse. Then 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. So that's the whole song, guys. Keep on punching. Enjoy what is a spellbinding classic by Lennon and McCartney. I hope you enjoy that. We're going to come back soon. We're going to do another song. Keep on punching. See you guys later on, all right?